So I was speaking and nobody was hearing me, right? Okay. That's
right now
just
it's okay.
great. Yeah, it's great. Yeah. Okay. So once again, hello all. I'm glad that you've all gathered here. From over 100 attendees, we have 20 to 30 right now. So I'll just use those first minutes to talk about the organization of the event because given the sheer number of people we have here, please do not unmute yourself or show us your video. I'm trying my best here to block this possibility, but sometimes it can be tricky with WebEx. So thank you in advance for that. Today's webinar will be recorded, so if you or your friends will want to watch it afterwards, it won't be a problem. The link will be shared with you after the meeting in an email for everyone that signed up, of course. The conference will be separated in three or four parts. Firstly, I'm going to welcome you, as I'm doing right now. Hello, I'm Pavel, and this is Christopher.
Hello.
I'm this complementary product sales manager in FIBARO. Christopher is, of course, our CTO. I don't know if you had the chance to meet him. If not, Christopher, I'm Paul. From Eutonomy side, we have Mr. Jan Crow here, who will be conducting most of the presentation. And in the background, there's also Mr. Maciej Skrzypczyński, who is the mastermind of the device. He will be conducting the technical conference that will have place in a week time. If you have any questions, you will probably have lots of questions. Eutonomy created an email address especially dedicated for this type of questions, and we will be responding to them in time. Probably not today. Maybe some questions can be answered right after the presentation, but I guess some of them will be more complicated. So yeah, I'm going to check how many people are here. We have 5 after 3 p.m. Lots of people are missing. Oh, that's so good. Okay, Christopher.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Pavel, for inviting me also. And I just want to say hi, hello for all of you. I believe that most of you I know personally, and you know me also. I just want to say hi, also our friends. I can say also they are a member of our family, and Maciej and Mr. Jan. It's very important and very big day for us today, because today we want to present together with our partnership with our partner Eutonomy, present you a very special product. This product is not as you can imagine the end of the product. It's something bigger, because as you know, FIBARO has 10 years. It's not so long time. But we believe that our software, even not a perfect one, it's ready for another step to give them another level of position on the market. Thanks to the hub which Mr. Jan and Mr. Maciej prepared and developed themselves for us as a community of our FIBARO family. I believe that the most important is that the market, the new market is opening. This is some kind of new door for a new business opportunity, new technical opportunity. It means that thanks to this hub, we will be able to create some kind of hybrid systems between wireless and also the wire one, which we asked last a few years about the possibilities. Even from today, you will able to know a little bit more from Mr. Jan and Mr. Maciej, but it will be important that we will have no limitation in the near future. All the most important type of the wired communication will be available in the very easy way directly to our all type of the hubs. Not only the new one, but also the old one. It's very important. So what I want to say, it's a very big opportunity from the business perspective, but as well from the technical one, because there is no limitation thanks to the new product euLINK. The second very important part is that our partner was working very hard as a Eutonomy to create a very safe product. This product has a very good certification. It was checked by our QA department, and we can say that we approve this product to cooperate with our ecosystem. And the third, I believe the most important, that Mr. Jan and Mr. Maciej, they've got a real experience and real skills, not only from the desk, from the office, but from the real life, real installation and site, that they improved not only the technical solutions, but also the user experience solution, including the BUI, the interface of users, the interface for the installers, which is very easy to manage and very easy to create amazing things in our ecosystem. So at the end, I just want to say that we are opening a new time in our history of the FIBARO group, together with our partners, partner Eutonomy, that there is no limitation and we can directly be competitive with the biggest players on the market, which with very competitive price and I believe very competitive functionalities and possibilities. So guys, have a good time, and this is a time probably for Mr. Jan, yes?
Once again, for people that weren't present at the beginning, this video is being recorded, so afterwards we'll send the link for it. I'll be managing in the background the Q&A section, the chat section, so if anything short and easy pops up, just ask a question. I'll try to reply to it. And Mr. Jan, it is your turn. Thank you for your attention. I'm going to switch the video off now. Like I said, you can get me at the questions and answers section.
Thank you, guys.
Hi, everyone. This is Jan Crow broadcasting live from Warsaw, Poland. Thank you, Krzysztof. Thank you, Paweł. It's a very nice introduction. I will make an attempt to share my screen now, which hopefully will work. Yes, it did. And if I switch to the full screen mode, can you see my screen properly now? Anybody can say yes, like Paweł or Krzysztof.
Yeah, I can see it clearly.
Okay, so thank you for the confirmation. So guys and gals, thank you very much for being here. This is extremely important to us. It's a big day for us. We, as you most likely know, we've been partnering with FIBARO for many years, but we've been working really close together starting from April last year when FIBARO became our sole and exclusive distributor for all our products worldwide, and so you can buy our products only from FIBARO and from us now. And today, as I say, is a huge day for us because the revolution is coming. So with no further ado, basically, as Krzysztof and Paweł said, we're going to introduce euLINK and euLINK DALI today, and we are hoping to change the game in the smart home marketplace effectively. And today is a sort of, I would say, business high-level introduction of the product. We have the Polish version of the event tomorrow. We have the worldwide, so English language version of the event next week, and this will be run by Maciej, and this will be a technical conference, so it will take 2 hours instead of 1, and the Polish version will be a week and a day from now. So before we start, if you guys have any questions during the presentation, you can either write to eulinkqa@eutonomy.com, so this will actually land in Maciej's lap, or you can use the chat feature, which will be monitored by Paweł and our friends from FIBARO. Or if you happen to have any further questions following the presentation once it's finished, please contact us via our forum eutonomy.com. You can find all this information also on our website. So this is euLINK. That's the big day. You probably saw it on our website if you have visited. This is our latest baby. We think it looks cool. It's being mounted on the DIN rail in your electrical switchboard, so there is not much more to say. What is euLINK? The euLINK gateway is basically a hardware-based communication interface between the FIBARO smart building system and infrastructure devices such as air conditioners, heaters, ventilators, also DALI lighting with the use of the DALI port, roller shutters, audio video equipment, weather stations, whatever you can think of, it's possible to connect now. However, it's important to note that it can also be used as a universal recorder for data gathered from different sensors. And there is a variety of protocols that it can convert between. And also the important thing is that the gateway has a modular design, so it can be upgraded with various modules. So far today, we're introducing the DALI port, and we have two versions of the device, the euLINK and euLINK Lite. And if you continue to listen to what I'm saying, I'll explain a little bit later what is the difference between the two. As Krzysztof said, yes, the product is fully certified. We have certificates of compliance, certificates of conformity, ROHS. Please visit our website in the section, in the euLINK section towards the bottom of the page. You will find the full specification of certificates if you so wish to read them. Now, why the euLINK is so important, and I think this is probably one of the most important slides that I'm showing to you today, because I believe that most of you guys are professionally involved in designing and installing FIBARO solutions. So effectively, through the introduction of euLINK, we create well, this is a very bold statement, but yes, we are creating effectively almost like a new brand and new positioning of FIBARO, because euLINK allows for fully functional smart homes, buildings, schools, hospitals, whatever you can think of, not just flats and apartments like it has been until recently. And because of that, FIBARO now becomes a true competitor to KNX. And we can have the same capabilities for integrating buildings infrastructure devices. So this is one thing. Just as Krzysztof said in his introduction, we are now connecting the worlds of radio and cable together in an optimal way by building hybrid solutions. And this means that no longer such claims or statements or traps set by our competitors, for example, KNX, them saying that radio technology is unstable, insecure, unreliable, etc., etc. Well, if wrongly used, then it is. But FIBARO is designed very well, and now you can combine it with cable to integrate all infrastructure devices as well. We are very competitive in pricing, which you will soon see. And in the world of FIBARO users, the euLINK does not carry along or introduce any complications, right? It's basically transparent. It is the installers, it's you who perform the integration between the FIBARO and infrastructure devices, such as heating, ventilation, air conditioning, etc. And the icons for these devices simply show up in the FIBARO control app, and you will see what they are. So device-specific templates, meaning like drivers for specific infrastructure devices, will be created by a large community of installers and enthusiasts. And more on this towards the further part of my presentation. And in this way, we can keep up with all the new device models introduced to the market every month. And you know, there is a huge number of them. So also euLINK is backwards compatible, so you can basically connect euLINK with any FIBARO home center, including the most recent baby in their family, which is UB Home. And there is also another thing that, you know, when we worked on euLINK and have been meeting so many people coming from different backgrounds, different prerogatives, different professions, and so on, we discovered that the euLINK actually raised a lot of interest in the community of HVAC installers, because they suddenly saw the opportunity for themselves to expand their activity to also learn about smart home solutions and the FIBARO platform. So euLINK and euLINK Lite. There are two models, as I've mentioned at the very beginning, euLINK and euLINK Lite. The important thing to note is that there are no functional differences between euLINK and euLINK Lite. There are no differences, there are no limitations in terms of functionality. There are, however, some performance differences, because euLINK Lite is based on the Raspberry Pi 3. So it's got 1 GB of RAM and a slightly slower processor. euLINK, the euLINK is based on Raspberry Pi 3, which is 2 GB of RAM and a slightly faster processor. Other than that, there are no differences. Obviously, you will be aware of the fact that Raspberry Pi 4 is the current flagship of Raspberry. So sooner or later, Raspberry Foundation will probably stop manufacturing Raspberry Pi 3, but this is only guesswork and speculation. So right now, we have these two modules. The prices, we believe, are extremely competitive. We have not been able to find any sensible competitor to our device with even similar functionality and even similar price. And I guess this would come as a spontaneous thing. But if any of you can come up with something that is even closely resembling our euLINK, well, I'm sure we can think up of a nice prize for this person for bringing this to our attention. So that's euLINK and euLINK Lite. Now we have also designed and manufactured euLINK DALI. euLINK DALI is effectively a communication device that enables us working together with the euLINK to control DALI lights. And the important thing again is that each single euLINK DALI port can control up to 64 DALI lights. So because you can connect maximum of 4 DALI modules, meaning up to 256 DALI lights to single euLINK, our recommendation is that because of the differences in efficiency and power, we would recommend that that for larger installations, you go for euLINK plus 4 DALI ports maximum, and euLINK Lite plus maximum 2 DALI ports. But you know, 2 DALI ports is still to 128 DALI lights, so I think that's quite a good number. Now, as we said, you know, now you can really integrate everything. So that is why the euLINK plus euLINK DALI are such game changers, because it's not just flats and apartments, but it's family homes and residences. It's also warehouses, offices, and hotels. It's things like hospitals, kindergartens, apology for the spelling mistake here, schools, and other public properties such as shopping malls, etc. In fact, I can only tell you without quoting names that this one here at the bottom left is an actual picture from an actual shopping mall where euLINKs are already working, right? So so it's not just a theoretical claim, it's actually true. And this one here is from a luxurious hospital somewhere in the world, where we are considering putting euLINKs for control of various lights and devices in each of the hospital rooms, right? So how does it work? Imagine you you have a house, and mind you, this is a this is not such a typical house, because as you will see in a moment, most of the modern houses are not built this way, but still those who have this opportunity like to use the traditional method of actually building houses with a basement, which you will see in a moment. So you can see here that you suddenly have some air conditioning units, splits, and a video projector here with a screen, and then you have the basement, where you have some devices such as ventilation or recuperation, perhaps a heat pump, perhaps a heater, the electrical switchboard, and you could multiply this. So the point is that all these devices, including the weather station at the top of the house's roof, are connected via cable, and all these cables are going into the electrical switchboard here, and that's where the euLINK goes. Okay, so you can also use some other accessories of ours, of course, but the important point is that you can integrate euLINK with the FIBARO Home Center easily, and by connecting the infrastructure devices by cable to euLINK, and connecting euLINK to the FIBARO Home Center, you get a complete system of radio and cable control. Now, what's the real trick here? So this is referring to the fact that that I've mentioned earlier, meaning there are so many specific infrastructure devices, heaters, ventilators, air conditioners, and so on, and every month you get a new one. And although most of them will have, for example, a Modbus protocol or a variation of Modbus protocol on board, each new model might have a very slight modification which doesn't make any difference in theory, but it makes a huge difference when you try to connect it to euLINK. So the way it works is that we have built a uCloud, or a cloud repository of all the device templates that they are stored in our uCloud solution, and they are available to for download, for selection actually, because they are in the euLINK. So the only thing you need to do is basically visit the cloud repository, which is open and public. You can go there, you can see what devices are already there. There is also a feature such as wish list. So if your specific device is not there, you can put it there. But most importantly, you can request and put it on your wish list, on the global wish list. And by simple count of wishes, we will prioritize the list and develop these modules. But the real value of this solution is that it doesn't require any programming skills to build a specific device template, right? All you need to do is actually read through the instruction manual of the infrastructure device, go to the section where they specify what sort of protocol the device is using, what is the registers map, and so on and so on. And then you will be able to use the embedded the device editor with the euLINK and design your own device template relatively quickly. And once it's done and tested, you can upload it to uCloud. And then when other people like the work you have done and they start to download it, we will actually reward people for uploading their device templates. So we want it to become a community solution. We think we have made it easy for you guys to contribute, and so as soon as you basically connect this device to euLINK, the euLINK through a series of APIs basically creates a virtual device in the FIBARO app, which shows up like a pilot, just like this one, right? Or this one, or this one. This is radio. This is, for example, air conditioning, a virtual device, and it's all in your FIBARO app. And you can use these buttons to control the behavior of the infrastructure device, right? So it's easy, and that would really complete my presentation. However, there is one other thing. So as of today, we want to announce a promotion. This is one-time euLINK pre-order promotion. We will we'll make it valid until the end of Friday next week, and each one of you can get a euLINK Lite at 230 euro net, euLINK at 280 euro net. Pre-orders will be collected by our friends at FIBARO. Pre-orders will be fulfilled by FIBARO and Eutonomy country regional distributors. And there is obviously a restriction of one euLINK or euLINK Lite per person, per company, per entity. Our intention here is to give you a very, very attractive price, and at the same time make the device go out to the market and make it popular and recognizable. So we would very much encourage you to think about this. You have time until 2 days after the technical conference, so you don't need to make your decision today. Obviously, you can read more about euLINK, ask questions, and so on and so on. We'll provide answers, and that's really it in terms of presentation. So I think I've done well in terms of time. So thank you very much for your time and attention. And I saw that there are some questions. If I am unable to answer them, then I will ask my friend Maciej, who is actually the engineer and the brain behind the product, or products, should I say. However, please bear in mind that this short announcement today has been primarily designed to make you aware of what euLINK is, what are the conditions, what it can do at high level, whereas the session that we have planned for next week will be those practical technical sessions where you will learn much more in terms of how it works and what it can do and how you should operate it. So thank you very much for this. Over to the control center. Hello, control center, are you there?
Yeah, okay. I'm here. Can you hear me? Yeah, it's great. So yeah, I'll just end answering one question. Okay, this. Okay, great. So getting back to me, several more things. Mr. Jan showed you some SRP prices that are valid when purchasing euLINKs from Eutonomy. Since we have two different discount policies in FIBARO and Eutonomy. Our SRP price in our price list and afterwards will be slightly higher. To be precise, it's going to be, let me check it, 459 for the light version and 569 for the full version, and the DALI module will cost you 190 euros. For now, they will be available in the price list, I think, from the 1st of November or the 2nd, because the 1st is our national holiday. So from the 2nd of November, there will be a new price list where the euLINK will be showed and available for purchases. But till then, of course, the pre-order price is valid. As Mr. Jan said, you can pre-order it at the landing page of the conference. At the very bottom, there's a very quick and nice type form, just like for the conference. You can sign up there, and we'll be contacting you with the shipping details and so on and so on. So it's not going to be a problem. euCloud, okay.
Oh, please correct me if I'm wrong. I think once the promotion is over, I think you will basically process all the pre-orders and either fulfill them directly or pass them over to your regional distributors for further processing. Is that correct? When is this going to happen? Because I think you've mentioned a date in an earlier conversation, but I just wanted to make sure that everybody knows when you actually when is your end date for processing the pre-orders and starting the fulfillment?
Well, it depends on the number of the euLINK devices you'll have in stock, Jan, to be honest, because if I get 200 pre-orders, we'll be probably sending them throughout the whole November or for the first 2 weeks, to be honest. But if all goes well, I think it will be a week or so, depending on the country, because of course delivery to Germany will be much quicker than to Australia and so on. Yes. I'm guessing that you have several of the items in stock, so after the pre-order phase is ended at 29th, from the beginning of November, we'll start processing the shipping. Of course, in the meantime, probably I'll make the orders and send the PIs to customers, so they can pay for it in advance, much earlier to be in the queue of sending it, or to be the first in the queue. Okay, do I want to say anything more for now? No, Mr. Jan, anything else?
Any other questions? Because I saw people asking questions on the chat. So I saw one.
Yeah, Mr. Maciej is responding to the questions. So it's,
okay.
Yeah. Will the euLINK be sold in the Australian market? Do we have a CE for that?
Well, this is a question that we have been asked before. So far, we have only the CE certification, and we also have international CE. So let's get into the specifics with a particular person from Australia, because we need to find out exactly what are the requirements for certification, etc. And then we might, depending on the, it's very obvious, quite frankly, depending on the level of demand, market demand, we will or not invest in the in further certification. And by the way, yes, I wanted to make one other comment. I wanted to once again thank everybody that has joined today, because somehow I see those of you who have joined us today as this sort of elite of the FIBARO installers. I mean, euLINK is a complex product, and it allows to do complex things and complex designs with the FIBARO platform. And okay, let's face reality, not everybody is up to that. And that said, I wanted to say thank you for being here, because you guys give us the opportunity to actually spearhead euLINK into the market. And you know, we have no idea what the popularity of the product will be. We strongly believe that we're bringing a revolution, and our friends from FIBARO seem to be thinking the same way. But it is you who will either confirm or somehow prove this theory wrong. So ask us anything. We're willing to provide you with any information, all the support we can, because for us, it's of fundamental importance.
Okay, I have another question from Vasil about how euLINK is connected to HC3. However, this question needs a bit larger answer. I can quickly just say you that you don't add the euLINK to the home center. You add the home center to the euLINK panel, and then based on the schematics, the devices that euLINK has the what's the word? Has built in, it just pops up the quick apps to the HC3. So the euLINK device isn't visible in home center as so. It has its own IP address and so on, and you just add the home center to the euLINK, not the other way. And I do not have a video showing this for now. I think I can make some, but more will be. Yeah. More will be showed in the next week's technical conference. And also, as Mr. Jan said, I'm also very glad that so many people came, even more signed up, but it's also a very good number for me, 38 for now. It's really great. I didn't expect so many people. Also definitely interested in having euLINK certified in Australia. Okay, will an order for testing be available? Okay, we'll talk about it later then. Because the Australian market is very specific about when it comes about importing electronic devices, I guess. I recall that problem with other Eutonomy devices. Okay, we'll come to you Dan later. I'll find your email in the type form you've entered, and we'll try to answer you this question. You can also write this question to the specially dedicated email that Mr. Jan and Mr. Maciej created. Okay. Any more questions?
If there are none, I have one. Who is the sleeping guy on the couch?
I'll just okay. Yeah, this guy. Yeah. Where can I apply to the technical conference next week? It's the same landing page as you did this time, but it's another. Let me just maybe show you. euLINK. I'll share my screen in a second so everybody can see it. Okay, please enter me. Share. Okay, so that's the landing page you already seen, and when you scroll down, yeah, you can sign up for today's conference, of course. You can sign up for the technical session that will take place on 26th, and next to it is the pre-order type form where you can pre-order the devices in the promotional price. Note only signed up people that signed to this type form and were attending the or signed up for the conference will have the promotional price with the limit, of course. One device per company. Okay, we'll get back to the chat. Check if there are any more questions. Okay, Mr. Maciej just texted me that if anybody wants, we can show them how the euLINK looks like from the inside. On the euClick page, you can see 7 current templates. Okay, so we have 2 requests, Mr. Maciej. One is for showing the euLINK menu, and second one is how many templates will there be available at the launch phase. So I'll give you the presenter permissions. Give me a second. Putting through.
Hello, this is Maciej Skrzypczyński. So one of your questions was the interface between FIBARO home centers and euLINK. So let me just show the live screen of the euLINK interface. I hope that you can see it now. It is the main menu with some devices in our laboratory, like electrical counter, seat pump, seat control, and DALI lights, even lighting. So how euLINK is communicating with FIBARO controller. You can define, or you can let the euLINK gateway find the FIBARO home center within the local area network. In our case, it found 3 different HC2, HC3, and even UB. So this is UB. So from the oldest one, okay, except FIBARO H Home Center 1, from Home Center 2 up to today's newest model, it is normally cooperating with. And of course, the euLINK need an administrator privileges, so you have to tell it the admin and account and the password, because euLINK creates all the objects like quick apps, like virtual devices, icons, and Lua code itself. You are free of that work. It is automatically done by the euLINK when you decide to import some of the devices from euLINK to your home center. So I think this is the shortest live answer for your question.
Okay, and the second one about the templates?
I'm looking for the question. Can you repeat that question?
Yeah. On the EU Cloud page, there are only 7 current templates. Where are more expected?
Yes, we are currently moving all the templates from testing to the final target website, which is euCloud, according to the link we gave you just a couple of minutes before. And we expect at the beginning somewhere between 30-40 popular devices be available as templates. And we are constantly creating new templates, and you are also able to create your own. It is really easy.
Super easy. I saw this. It's super easy. Like step by step, creating a template is well, I won't say it's easy, but it's really a thing that you can learn quite quickly and then just do it over and over again. Another question was if it will be possible to integrate KNX protocol. I know that the answer is no, but if you could answer why.
Yes, it is. At the moment, it is not possible, but not for technical reason. There are different words. If you want to connect, for example, air conditioner, you have to decide what communication interface it should be equipped with. Either KNX or a universal one, like for example Modbus. And if you choose Modbus, we are directly interfaced with that. If you choose KNX, and if you have the whole infrastructure in KNX, please answer me, why do you need FIBARO in that kind of environment? Otherwise, if you have one single device which is already equipped for in factory with the KNX interface, there are simple and cheap converters between KNX and, for example, Modbus, and we can immediately add it to the FIBARO environment. But of course, that single device, not the whole KNX installation.
Okay, I think we answered that. Well, I see that most of the people are still here, but I don't get any questions, and I don't know if it's intentional or not. From my side, I want to remind you that every information about EULINK can be found in the dedicated page at eutonomy.com/EULINK. And the data sheets, the manual, the schematics, diagrams, the certifications, all of that is available already there and in several languages, so you can just go through it. FIBARO could be a good choice because it also supports Z-Wave and Wi-Fi protocol, of course. Can you show us the integration in FIBARO? Mr. Maciej, can you show it? The home center interface with DALI connected?
I believe, yes, I believe it has already been shown by Jan, who presented some example of kind of remote controller. It is how it is visible in a FIBARO home center administrative web page, and also FIBARO application for smart homes. It looks like a remote controller.
Yeah, it just looks like a remote control. Yeah, exactly. Well, in the FIBARO app, it looks okay. I see the screens, but do you have any home center running to show the GUI screen? Like how the DALI module looks in the home center tree menu? Because I don't have a screenshot with it.
Let me log in to one of that. There are many of them right now. Okay.
In the meantime, while Maciek is logging in, I see a lot of technical questions.
Well, yeah.
And just please be so kind, if we can't answer all your questions today, and I'm very happy about the fact that we cannot answer all your questions today, because that means there are a lot of them. But please go to our forum and just post them there, and we will answer each and single one of them.
Exactly, the forum or the dedicated email address. Can I operate with ERAS 485 device? Yes, you can. Is it on the template list? The template must be created from the device manual, I guess. Mr. Maciej, yeah, isn't that right?
Yes.
Or it's a bit different with 485.
Can I operate with ERAS 485 device which is not in the template list? No. We need template to instruct EULINK how to communicate with device. Sometimes it is very simple. In case of 2-3 function readouts of commands, it is relatively simple, but we need to create, we or you, we have to create a template It is a basic piece of basic element for communications. It contains serial transmission parameters, for example, for RS 485 bus. So it is necessary. It is really necessary. Let me, because just for a short minute, let me present the screen with Home Center 3. In fact, and there's a group of luminaries with lamp bulbs icons representing DALI interface, and if you open it, you can turn it on, off. You have also the sliders for controlling luminosity and a simple toggle button. So this is how it looked like at the web interface, and also it looks similarly on the FIBARO app application.
Okay, the next question is, okay, it's also technical.
Yes.
If it will be possible to KNX with euLINK, and no, sorry.
About some other protocols like Home FIBARO or many others. Look, the operating system of the euLINK is simply Linux. So we have access to all global accessible open source libraries of programming tools, of communication protocols. So, and we also have many hardware ports already exposed for euLINK to be able to connect to like, for example, the DALI port shown by Jan a couple of minutes before. So we can extend it to any different protocols, any different hardware and software. It only depends on the market demand. We started with Modbus, we started with DALI. We are thinking about Somfy, roller shutters, and any other, because they are most popular. If we have templates ready for all those devices, we will try to communicate with some not so popular at the moment, like, for example, Home or FIBARO, what you mentioned.
Okay, I think that would be it. Since it's almost 4 o'clock, we have to wrap it up. For now, what will happen when I add new device on the bus? It will be automatically refreshing FIBARO. I have to refresh the status. The bus, it will be refreshed. Okay, we have time for one more. Mr. Maciej, can you take a peek?
It appears like a technical question, but of course, you can add any device at any moment, but euLINK must be informed about this. You do this by simply adding a new instance of the same device which you already had a template, or new template and new instance. There may be many instances of the similar devices using the same template on the bus or buses, because you can connect up to 5 serial buses to euLINK, and all of them can contain 32 devices, and you can control them independently. And of course, any new device should be added to euLINK. Then, if you test the communication, if it works as you expected, you import it to FIBARO Home Center with one single click.
And that's that, just one simple click. Okay, thank you. Okay, so several things to remember. Remember about the technical conference. Remember about the pre-order phase. Please remember to contact with any further technical questions with Eutonomy or with us at the given email or via the Eutonomy forum. And stay tuned for more news, because like I said, we're going to remind you about the technical conference. We're going to send you the link to the recording, and let's keep in touch. Thank you, Maciej. Thank you, Jan, for attending for this joint event. And I think that would be it. Thank you very
so
much.
Thank you so much, and thank you all of you who attended. Thanks. Bye, and see you soon.